So what are the dynamics of the prestige property market and what's driving this increase in growth?
The first thing we did when we wrote this report was we tried to, I suppose, identify or determine what constitutes prestige property in Australia. We quickly realised it's impossible.
Yeah.
You can look at the 99th percentile, the 98th, the 95th percentile, you look at the 75th percentile, which is the upper quartile of the market, but it's so different from region to region and market to market. So we chose a really intuitive benchmark, which was 5 million plus, and then broke it down by 10 million and 20 million plus as well. So what the data showed was between 2019 and 2021, sales of more than $5 million increased by more than 200%.
Yes, incredible.
Absolutely. I mean, sales activity did rise significantly everywhere and across all price points through the pandemic, but there was a real bracket creep into that prestige benchmark of 5 million plus. In fact, the 10 million plus and the 20 million plus categories increased by an even larger percentage amount, more than 200%. So it was significant. But a lot of people were, through the pandemic and then afterwards, they were looking for space, they were looking for lifestyle. More people were working remotely and were looking for living arrangements that were going to be comfortable and suitable for that. So I think that in itself was a big part of it. And then as we saw international borders reopening, we did see foreign investment starting to pick up a little bit, some expats starting to return to Australia as well. So there wasn't really one single factor that drove the premium markets into the stratosphere. It was a lot of things. And we're still seeing prices and volume holding pretty high, not quite at those 2021 highs when interest rates were very low, but still way above what they were pre-pandemic.
The prestige market's coming into almost an asset class of its own. It's not always operating the same fundamentals or market growth as the rest of the market. Why do you think that is? Is that to do with there's a lot of cash buyers in the prestige market, or?
That's definitely part of it.
Yeah.
You find prestige markets don't have the same, I guess, vulnerabilities to things like economic shocks or to interest rates rising or falling. They do tend to operate on very different, I suppose, paradigms. So a lot of people buying into the prestige market also have the benefit of equity they've accrued in previous home ownership as well. We've seen a lot of that here on the sunny coast, where you might be selling out of a market like Sydney or Melbourne, and your capital tends to go a lot further once you come north across the border as well. So there's been a lot of that capital flow coming across the border into Southeast Queensland.
Yeah.